Okay, I'm from South Africa, Johannesburg. Yeah, that's me, aka Mr. BB. Well, from a young age, being grown up in the era of the E30, one of the things is we owned a 325i box like this, well, a chrome bumper. My dad owned one, and then we further owned a 325IS Evo 2. And I was probably like 17 years old, and I was taking that car on the road to enjoy its what it was built and how it was from the factory. And I grew like a love towards the E30 and the look and the feel. And of course, those years we never knew that the E30 was going to blow up to such a stage where it is now, where it's such an iconic South African vehicle, and it has so much influence in the car industry. Not specifically BMW, but more from a car perspective. It's heritage. And the car is nostalgic because it's 30 years old plus, so it's unique. You know, from the age of I would say 15, 16, we've been playing around with cars. Both my brother and I, we were privileged enough to own some of the most prestigious cars in the country, like a Super Boss 325IS, German spec M3, E92 M3 as well. And we've been doing this from young. We've just been building, modding, playing with spoilers, bumpers in those years. You had the hand wax, etc., and so forth. And that was our thing, you know, until the later age where I started playing around with software and started playing around with performance. That's been also one of the most important things. Is it comes from childhood, eh? Okay, so I can't divulge where I found it exactly, but I can definitely tell you the condition of this car. So one of the most important things for me was when I found the car, I found that it was a complete matching car. And that for me was important. So being straight lined, there was no accident damage, and the vehicle was extremely stripped. So it was in a condition of, I would say, abandoned. The car was a barnyard find concept where it was not in all the same place. We found the engine was in another place, the body was here, and the car actually got put together by us. So when I seen it, I was like, hey, there's hope here. There's something. So I looked at the lines. I made sure everything was clean, everything was straight, everything was flush. And I said to myself, you know what, Warren, there could be potential with this one. Because why? This is a 325i MEX 92 model with a sunroof. Okay, let's start with the front, right? For me, this 325i has been completely restored from the front. So everything from your headlights to your grills, to your bumper, to your valance, to your spoiler, to your fogs, your ducts, all new, right? Straightened up, neatened up. This is an original bumper, eh? This is not an aftermarket bumper. That's an OEM bumper. And then when we come to the side of the car, we've put in an air suspension kit in here, and we can just drop that for you just now. But new brakes, complete suspension, redone. So everything from tie rod ends, rackets, right up into the steering rack, to the power steering, has all been refurbished and completed. And then the best part is like dropping the car, you know, the suspension. We're using an ABS kit. The car is still in the build phase, so we're still building the car. It's taking me long to achieve my goal because I know that there's a lot of work that I want to make this car perfect, but I have to come to a realization that this is a 30-year-old car. You're not going to get everything clean, everything straight. Also, the condition that I got most of the stuff was not in the greatest. Like, these are original beadings, original door handles, original side mirror, weather guards. These are the original chrome tailing pieces as well. All they've done is that they've been shadowed out and blacked out. The rim on this car, the rim choice was crucial for me because it's a 10J fitted rim, and it's got an 8.5 front J as well. But the stretch foot for me is what speaks volumes, because what we done specifically here, we got a 215 stretch foot. Now most of the guys, I don't know what they're doing, but for my look and feel, that's what I felt according to the 10J is correct. And then from the front, I got a 195 stretch foot on the front. They're both 40 profile, and so it gives it that bulldog effect and look. And coming to the back of the car, we got an original. This is not a fiberglass, okay? Okay, this is not fiberglass. No, it's not original rubber. This is ABS plastic. So it's AAA plastic. It's good, but it gives you that clean, slim M5 look on the back with your heritage badge effect. Original prestige panel from the factory. Original tail lights. Okay, we didn't replace them. They were in very good condition. We were quite lucky and fortunate. Brand new badges. Original rear bumper. Of course, we've refurbished it. Now, if you know anything about the E30 game, you'd know that these beadings are impossible to find. Especially now if you want to order them from BMW, they cost you an arm and a leg. We're very grateful to be doing all the panel work inside. We restored these beadings and we managed to put them back and keep them all looking fresh and classy. We're still missing a few components here and there, but it's all a build in progress. Sunroof rubbers. The sunroof works and it's been refurbished and repaired. The car is still in a very, can I say, build phase condition because we're waiting to see how the paint reacts. And everybody's been asking me what's up with this paint. Now I need to just explain this paint. If you see this color, right? This color is an original BMW color. What that means is that BMW in 2018, 2019, when they released the M3 and the M4, they released these cars. They released this color signature and they called it the Ferrari red. And that code was mixed by the infamous Global Auto Coatings. They managed to mix the paint for this car and they got it spot on. And of course, with the help of Big Bike Performance, we managed to pull out a one of one. This is a one of one OEM Ferrari red BMW color on an E30. There is no other E30 in the world right now with this color, and I feel that's why it's popping. Now to finish off the look, and this is an unpolished car. Unpolished car, meaning we haven't yet waited because we're waiting to see how the paint reacts. We put PPG clear coat, that's why it looks so glossy. PPG clear coat, you know guys, just does it for me and speaks volumes. Now, when it comes to the motor, we're still working on refurbishment here, but you can have a look at this. We were very lucky to inherit Wildcat branch kit for this car. We're still going to powder coat that. This is an original 325i. So this motor is OEM. Everything's been overhauled top to bottom. It still needs to be detailed. It still needs to be cleaned up and prepared. But what makes this unique, right? This is a 325i MEX. So the motor is an original 325 motor, original management. That's the OEM management in here. So nothing's been, there's no dictator in this car. There's nothing. So it starts up on the button. So come have a look here. And this is what, for me, I'm standing out the car now. Here's my ignition on. All your service lights are working on the inside. We refurbished the dashboard and now we're going to go into the interior so I can explain to you a little bit about the interior. Okay, now many people will say I drive an E30 BMW or I drive a 325i, and unfortunately the guys' motors are swapped out, the blocks are not matching, the heads are not matching. I mean, you're finding prestige cars today, 325ISs, you're finding triple threes, all the top 325s. Honestly, majority of them don't have matching numbers. The few cars that are matching are prestige, are golden. The guys don't drive them, they keep them locked up. And that's why I've invested so much into this car. I put everything because there's no build up here. I didn't have to go and say, hey, you know what, fine, I got to cover up the badge because it's a 316 body or it's a 323 body. No, I'm proud. You can log on to BMW, you can see. And the MEX stood for manual executive. Now in those years, manual executive meant aircon. The aircon pumps are still in this car. It meant cruise control. I mean, those are positive things. Full electric windows, full house interior, sunroof. That's what these cars came with. Fog lights. They came with adjustable, what was it called, electronics system as well. The full fuse kit. So the complete vehicle was like a manual executive, meant your top of your range, your flagship, just before your two-door, before your IS. And what we've put different, we put Recaro interior in this car. Some of them got spec'd from the factory. Unfortunately, this car did not get spec'd with it, but I managed to get my hands on Recaro, and I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. Okay, now what I would say is a signature piece to this car that makes it super unique is the interior. The interior boasts an Alcantara leather finish. That means on the Recaro seats, we've Alcantara the entire center piece right up to the bottom and the sides with the leather. That gives it that very elegant, very well comfortable look. Your steering wheel is very unique. The steering got the M stitching. It's an original E30 steering in technique, and you can see the center Alcantara. Now that is awesome with the red race line. If you look at your door cards, you come across here and you see the way the door card has been designed. The door card has a complete Alcantara finish as well. The double lines that came from BMW, original line seam lines have been kept, and we kept the original leather and the original pieces here. Every door card has the same. If we had the budget, I would have done an Alcantara roof lining. But what we've done, come have a look here, we blacked out the roof lining to give it the 325 IS type of deep colored look inside. And most of the guys do struggle when it comes to carpets. If you see this carpet's been blacked out as well. And it's got the original shape of the original carpet, can I say, because what we've done here, we've carpeted over it to give it that original look. The whole interior is black. And your dashboard's been refurbished as well, and your electric windows all work, and she's got a working sunroof. That's what I love the most about these cars. Is that, yep, from all those years, 30 years ago, that sunroof still works. Makes me happy.